100% Chelsea. Chelsea 0, Southampton 0. Lou, mate, that... I mean, this concrete looks quite nice, doesn't it?
Okay, first thing I need to say, terrible performance. Let's be honest, it was crap. But the one thing I know I've been saying it, and I sound like a broken record. Last season we were playing a defensive style of football, and we weren't going anywhere with it, and everyone wanted attacking, free-flowing football. This is what Sarri's bringing, but it has to take time. I don't want to go out there and start blaming the system or blaming the manager, but I want to look. I'm thinking today was the case of the players. I thought today the players were just that bit too slow in terms of the passing, and that's what set us back.
But at the same time, I agree with everything you're saying. Obviously, I know everyone on screen for it. We've got it. We're stuck with it. We just got to deal with it and see how it develops now. But at the same time, obviously we're blaming the players, but then I feel personally the manager needs to take some of the blame as well, because, and I mean, I'm going to bounce this off you, because I'm bouncing it off you. I'm asking you. I'm not trying to drag anything out of you here, mate. All right. Sometimes the game management in the 80th minute, when you start being direct, or in extra time in this case, do you not feel that sometimes, okay, I understand that there's a system that needs to be developed, but with the quality of players we have, sometimes going to back to that direct football in a game where you need results, and to be honest, in this league you need results, do you feel that maybe the game management from both the manager and the players could have been better?
Do you think maybe it's even Sarri calling for it? Because you remember, I think after we lost to Spurs, Sarri was saying that we were losing the game and the players tried to take the game themselves and they all started playing like individuals. Maybe it's the case that that's what's happening at the 80th minute. From what I'm seeing is we're keeping to the philosophy all game. Well, we're attempting to. And the problem is, because also with the Christmas period and the injuries that we got, that's why Fabregas was coming on for Ross Barkley. The players are just that much slower when it comes to passing. The concentration just is that much lower. Look at the last time we played Southampton. More or less the same lineup, bar Giroud, mate. Bar Giroud from Morata. And we beat them 3-0 and we were walking all over them. Now, it's 0-0. I think it's the case that maybe other teams are starting to figure out how we're starting to play before we have, because we're still fully trying to learn this system. That's why I'm not that angry. I can see that it's going to be a dead period for the next couple of months while we try to figure ourselves out.
Remember those 3-0s we had in the bouncer this time last year?
Exactly, which is why I'm not so angry. You saw how dead it was last year. I was getting pissed off every time I was coming on here. Now I can kind of understand it.
Breathe, relax. Yeah. Don't worry.
I can kind of understand.
We don't need the revenue, it's okay. I'm joking, by the way, before anyone gets angry. But seriously, in terms of the game itself, obviously, I know we were talking about the players may play like individuals and keep into the philosophy. Let's brighten up a bit. Let's smile.
All right.
2 games on the bounce in N'Golo Kante has been amazing, has he not?
Not just him. Defence as well, I thought was good today. I thought they were very good. And I think, remember at the start of the season, we kept saying the defence is holding us back. I was saying the defence was going to cost us points all the way through the season. Luisa stepped up. Rudiger stepped up. I think Azpilicueta was a bit isolated on the right side. But other than that, we kept ourselves good in defence. And that's why I think what's going to separate us from Arsenal in the top four race. Look at their defence. They're terrible. At least we have so much ball possession and create so much chances that eventually a goal should come soon.
Down the lens and tell DT, Robbie and Troops and how shit their defence is, please.
The D in Arsenal stands for defending. Let that.
Oh, that's good.
That's why I think of Arsenal, and that's why I think we have them over a top 4 race. We got the defence. Attacks coming a bit slower, but it will come eventually. Ride through the dark period. I know it's fucking dreadful watching some of the football going on now, but look at how City were in their first season. Look how Liverpool at the start. Look at them now. Look at seeing their second season. That could be us in the future. Not saying it will, but it could. So ride through the dark times now.
But to do that at the same time, reinvestment is pretty key. I mean, You look at how City developed that squad, and reinvested the money that they were making, and it planned out well. Obviously, Christian Pulisic has just signed, and we're talking about potential revenue coming in from the US markets and helping the club and blah blah blah. I'm not going to bore people with all of that now. I'll do that tomorrow in a video on why Christian Pulisic is a good signing for Chelsea and 5 things we need to know about him. Plug. But I mean, what else needs to be done right now? What can you see being done in January, and what can you see being done which is needed in the summer as well?
Not gonna lie, I didn't even think we were gonna make a move in January, so I'm surprised we even got Pulisic. If we get anyone who improves us, I'll be happy. I'm not gonna lie, there's not really a lot of names I'm thinking of. But in the summer, I think it's just a case of clearing the Deadwood. I'll be honest with you, looking at the lineup right now, Morata needs to go, Ross Barkley needs to go. Who else? Fabregas is already on his way out. There's going to be a lot of Deadwood cleared out.
I did feel quite sad, despite people thinking that I hate the guy based off of one video where I lost my shit after a game, which I'm very sorry for, Cesc. But you know, to be honest, you know, I feel that he was maybe even brought a little bit more pace to our passing today, and he is going to be severely missed. I mean, people are talking about replacing a Regista and a deep line playmaker. I mean, Cesc Fabregas is one of the best out there, is he not?
No, Fabregas is one of the best out there, but his athleticism always lets him down. He's just too slow, and if you get caught out in a press or you get caught out in a break, he just can't get the ball, he can't get back quick enough. And you got players like Alonso who are also slow as well. That's two players who can't get back. So Fabregas, he still has such great qualities. In another league, he's going to thrive. That ain't going to happen here, and I think he knows that as well, which is why he's trying to leave. It's a shame, but there'll be other players out there, but yeah, just ride the wave and we'll see what happens next week.